This video is going to be long and awkward. So for about half a year now I've been really itching to watch back my old Sweeney Todd review from about 2011, and I haven't brought myself to do it, but I thought I'm going to do it today and I will do a reaction to it. The reason I want to watch this is because this film is not only my favourite film of all time, but it's also the film that launched everything you see here. So I watched this film, I became a lot more gothic, fell in love with this man and Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp, and just it really made me realise that I can be who I want to be. And there's a lot more to it, it's a lot more complicated than that. But this film I basically owe everything to. But I'm really scared to watch this review back because at the time I'd never seen any of Tim Burton's film. I didn't care that much about Bonham Carter, and I don't really think I liked Johnny Depp that much either. Obviously I will link the video below should you wish to check it out. I'll also cut out any extended periods of silence if it's really boring at one point, which it may well be.
Everyone, so today I want to talk to you about Sweeney Todd, the 2007 movie, and I'm ashamed to say that until yesterday I had never seen this.
Never.
And there are two reasons why I watched it. Those two reasons: Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter.
Two
and
good
I thought,
reasons.
Right, they're in this. I absolutely have to watch this. It didn't appeal to me when it first came out. Granted, I was only, I think, 50 and it is certificate 18. I should point it out now before I go any further. It isn't 18, but it is the weirdest thing ever, right?
It really is weird, but...
It has a DVD and she put it on, and just as the opening titles were rolling, I was like, oh, so what genre is this? And she goes, musical. And I was like, what? I didn't expect
no
her to turn into
idea.
a musical, or well, the other way on actually, but I totally didn't expect her to say musicals. First of all, Sweeney Todd is a musical.
Stating the obvious.
Okay, we'll roll with this. But it's really weird. But I just want to say before I get into talking more about the plot and the characters in more detail, I think this is my favourite film.
Still is.
It'll take a lot for it to be The Lion King, but apart from that, this is possibly my favourite film. I loved every aspect of it, and I drooled from start to finish over the leading cast.
I mean, The Lion King's great, but what?
Oh, I'm in love with this. The plot itself is very weird. To my knowledge, well, before I watched it, what I thought was it's about a barber who kills people and puts their bodies in pies. That was my knowledge of it. It's slightly different than that. He does kill people, but it's not just for fun. There is a reason behind it.
To be fair, it's not too much different. It is just
the bodies into the pies.
pies.
Helena Bonham Carter has a failing pie shop, and when Johnny Depp's character Sweeney Todd comes along, they kind of collaborate. You know, he has reasons to kill people, so he kills those people. She thinks, hey, I need meat for my pies. I'll use the bodies. I'll put them in my pies. And it's very.
I need meat for my pies is what's going on my headstone.
It's called The Worst Pies in London, which actually I have it on my phone, so I'll let you have a listen to it just to give you a taste of the kind of music that you'll be in for. Hang on.
You probably can't hear this, but I'm playing Worst Pies in London.
This one, but there are loads of other songs throughout it, which I'm talking about the cast.
My favourite is actually A Little Priest. Great.
He's in the pie, but he has reasons to kill people. He's killing all these people because of a connection with his daughter.
By the way, this probably won't be spoiler free, I can't remember.
Any more about it because it will spoil the whole thing of why he's actually
there you
there
go.
and the motives behind killing these various people. But all I'll say is that it's something to do with his daughter who is in a bit of trouble and his past and how that's sort of come about now. And that's a really good plot because prior to actually watching it, I just thought it was about a deranged barber who had a fetish for killing people and putting them in pies, you know. So there is
still a pretty good logline.
Than what I thought there was prior to watching it, you know. But I didn't expect anything less from a Burton film. Really, it is sensational. It is the cast though that does this for me. If it wasn't for the cast, it may not be as good. You know, maybe I'm perhaps
rubbish.
That's pretty much.
That's absolutely rubbish. I've seen obviously other versions since then, and it's
I don't care for. So that aspect of the
still gorgeous, and I still don't like Joanna.
For me, the excitement does come from wondering who will be his next victim, who he's going to kill next, and how he's going to do it. I mean, they all pretty much die in the same way, but there are a couple of.
They all deserve to die.
Time, and you are thinking, okay, who's he going to kill next? Then he kills them, and I literally, I keep, I just keep screaming. I don't rarely flinch in a film, and I don't rarely want to throw up, but it is very gory, which is why it's an 18. You know, it's not scary.
It doesn't affect me now at all. I just love it. I just laugh all the way through. It is brilliant.
It is disgusting and revolting. But the cast, as I said about 2 minutes ago, was the main reason why I watched this. Depp in this is brilliant, and he can sing. I've heard
We know this.
Some people are like, no. Lovett
Still is amazing.
Bellatrix. I'm not really too sure.
I still don't know.
But I do love both of them.
Lovett or
I
Bellatrix?
also have Alan Rickman in this, and I can't take him seriously in anything because, you know, all I hear is Snape. And he does at one point say Mr. something in this. It could have been Mr. Todd.
It was Mr. Todd.
Whenever Alan Rickman says
Mr. Todd, at your service.
Potter in my head, and I laugh. Can't take him seriously, but when he sings, it's very funny. Not because it's bad, just because it's Snape singing. Also,
A year ago yesterday.
I call him Wormtail because I can remember neither the actor's name nor his name in Sweeney Todd, but the guy
Timothy
who plays
Spall.
Wormtail in Harry Potter is also in this.
I've seen him in a lot since then. It's great.
In Harry Potter. So I'd say a good chunk of this cast is from Harry Potter. You're basically taking the Harry Potter cast and just shoving them in this and turning it into a bit of a bloody gory musical. And it's absolutely sensational. And I love every aspect of this. Well, no. What I don't like is what happens to Mrs. Lovett at the end. I'm not going to tell you what it is, obviously. But when it happened, I literally put my hands over my eyes like that, and then my flatmate started killing herself.
Still true, and how they did it on the stage at the A&O when Emma Thompson was Mrs. Lovett was just really good, really good.
It would have been a funny scene, just her reaction. But then what happened literally 2 minutes later, I loved. So yeah.
See, I don't like what happens 2 minutes after that now, not because it's bad, just because...
But it's not that expensive on Amazon. I probably will buy it just because I will watch it over and over again. And it's very rare for me to watch it.
I actually have that very DVD now, that very one that I watched. I bought it from my friend for £1.
A lot of people have seen this. It's not a film that most people have avoided. It's, you know, it's been made about for ages. A few people have said, oh, watch the Angela Lansbury version. No.
Yes.
Sweeney Todd for me has to have Helena in it.
No.
Let me know your thoughts, please feel free to leave comments. I will be working my way through
God, you're so pathetic.
Depp's films and Tim Burton's films. By the end of 2012, I wanted to be my aim to have watched all of Burton's, Depp's and Helena's films. Thankfully, a lot of them are together, so it's, you know, it's quite an easy thing to do.
Last year I watched all of Helena's, finally.
Great expectations out this year.
Saw all of Tim's by
The latter of which
2015.
And another one which is currently in pre-production but is listed for being out in 2012.
Frank and Winnie?
I can't remember the name of it, but it could be out at the end of this year. But
Probably would have been Frank and Winnie.
You know what things are like. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Please feel free to leave comments, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Kill me, that was awkward. Yeah, so without Sweeney Todd, I probably wouldn't be the person I am today, so thank you to this man, and thank you of course to Thomas Peckett Prest, who wrote the original Penny Black, which is very different, very, very different to the film. Yeah, but I love Sweeney Todd. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you have seen it, I hope you loved it. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on anything I've said in this video, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.